Netiquette. The correct or acceptable way of communicating on the Internet. 10 Commandments of Computer Ethics. Thou shalt not use a computer to harm other people. Thou shalt not interfere with other people's computer work. Thou shalt not snoop around in other people's computer files. Thou shalt not use a computer to steal. Thou shalt not use a computer to bear false witness. Thou shalt not copy or use proprietary software for which you have not paid. Thou shalt not use other people's computer resources without authorization or proper compensation. Thou shalt not appropriate other people's intellectual output. Thou shalt not think about the social consequences of the program you are writing or the system you are designing. Thou shalt always use a computer in ways that ensure consideration and respect your fellow humans.
Lesson 2 about cybercrimes. Cyber, relating to or involving computers, networks such as the internet, the cyber marketplace. Crime, an illegal act for which someone can be punished by the government, especially a gross violation of law, a grave offense, especially against morality. Cybercrime. Cybercrime is also known as electronic crime. This type of crime encompasses many different types of illegal actions, but all cybercrime uses a computer, network, or the internet to do illegal activities. It is essentially high-tech forms of theft or fraud. Some have goals other than financial gain. These might include copyright infringement, exchange of child pornography, and even espionage. The brief history of cybercrimes. The telegraph system. In 1834, two thieves infiltrated the French telegraph system, gained access to financial markets, and stole data. Many experts consider this event the first cybercrime. The telephone system. In 1876, Alexander Graham Bell patented the phone, which allowed transmitting speech using telegraphy. 2 years after the commercialization of this invention, teenage boys broke into Bell's telephone company and misdirected calls. So what is cyber? Cyber is an adjective or prefix which means relating to or characteristic of information technology, virtual reality, and computers. The cyber origin. In the late 1940s, the term cybernetics was coined by mathematician Norbert Wiener. Word forming element ultimately from cybernetics, it enjoyed explosive use with the rise of the early 1990s. One researcher, Nigel, counted 104 words formed by it by 1994. Cyberpunk by 1986 and cyberspace 1982 were among the earliest. When did cybercrime start in Philippines? On May 2000. Which country is the first in cybercrime? According to the report, the US stands in the first place with 4,066,501 victims of cybercrimes. Who implemented cybercrime in the Philippines? The Philippine Congress enacted the Cybercrime Prevention Act of 2012, which addresses entirely crimes committed against and through the computer system on September 12, 2012, and signed by President Benigno Aquino III. Who is the best hacker on Earth and in history? Kevin Mitnick holds the title as the world's most famous hacker ever, with this title dating back to 1995 by the U.S. Department of Justice. Started hacking at an early age. He broke into the realm of public attention in 1980s after he hacked into the North American Defense Command, the NORAD. Onel de Guzman, perhaps the most infamous Philippine hacker, created the Alavi virus, a malware that copied itself to all addresses in a computer's Windows-based email service in 2000. On the left side is Kevin Mitnick. On the right side is Onel de Guzman. Common forms of cybercrime. Fraud. Fraud is a general term used to describe a cybercrime that intends to deceive a person in order to gain important data or information. Identity thief. Identity thief is a specific form of fraud in which cybercriminals steal personal data, including passwords, data about the bank account, credit cards, debit cards, social security, and other sensitive information. The DOS attack or DDoS attack. DOS or the Distributed Denial of Service attack is one of the most popular methods of hacking. It temporarily completely interrupts servers and networks that are successfully running. Computer viruses. Most criminals take advantage of viruses to gain unauthorized access to systems and steal important data. Spamming. Spamming uses electronic messaging systems, most commonly emails and sending messages that host malware, fake links of website. Criminal activities. Criminal activities is any crime or illegal online activity committed on the internet through the internet or using the internet. Activities. Criminal activities is any crime or illegal online activity committed on the internet, through the internet, or using the internet. Here are the types of internet crime includes cyberbullying and harassment, internet bomb threats, personally data hacking, copyright violations such as software piracy, online child pornography, credit card theft and fraud, email phishing, domain name hijacking, and virus spreading.
Lesson 3: Internet Threats. Hacking is the act of compromising digital devices and networks through unauthorized access to an account or computer system. Malware or malicious software. This threat used to infect systems and networks in order to gain access to sensitive information. Pharming uses malicious code executed on the victim's device to redirect an attacker-controlled website. Phishing is a type of cybercrime in which victims are contacted by email, telephone, or text messages by an attacker posing a trustworthy entity in order to gain sensitive information or data. Ransomware is a form of malware known as cryptoware encrypts the files of the victim's work or personal computer. Spam is any kind of unwanted solicited digital communication that gets sent out in bulk. Spyware are programs designed to track all your computer's activities from which application you use to which website you visit. Adware are programs that pop up virus advertisements and offers often based on the website you visit. Trojan Horses, a type of malware that disguises itself as a legitimate code or software. Viruses, a type of malware that attaches to another program like a document which can replicate and spread after a person first runs it into their system. Wi-Fi eavesdropping can involve hackers stealing data on a public and unsecured Wi-Fi network. Worms refers to a malicious program that replicates itself automatically spreading through a network, letting overloaded and malfunctioning.